told that you can eat meat, but you cannot eat Abram and Achai, which is
the limb of a living animal.
Limit that. Okay, so that's the story on that. They say he stepped out of bounds. Is that
no,
the challenge?
he didn't. No,
but there's a challenge.
He didn't throw the flag because you can't challenge pass interference.
No. It says Jaguars challenge. They say he stepped out of bounds.
Oh well, it's clear.
We're gonna find out. Okay, so that's the story on that. So the hey, find out who else is in there. Vishnu. Hey, Vishnu, how's it going? And Ben Adam is in there. I don't know who that is. How's it going?
He's got a question for you. Rabs, halakhically, can a Jew testify against another Jew in a secular court?
Halachically,
yeah.
Can a Jew testify against another Jew in a secular court? Yes, there's a condition that has to be.
Okay.
If the other party won't take you to you try to take. If I try to take Levi to Beis Din,
yeah.
Levi says, "I'm not going to Beis Din. I don't trust the RCC.
They're ignorant.
They're stupid, and I believe in secular justice. I believe in social justice. You know." So then he says, "I will go to secular court. Then I'm allowed to come there and sue your ass in secular court." Okay. So secular court is available, and you're allowed to go there absolutely if the other person won't come to Beis Din. First, you got to try to get them into Beis Din. If they won't go, then you bring them into secular court.
What if someone wants to take you to Beit Din, say in Los Angeles, and let's say a rabbi wants to take me to a Beit Din, and they want to take me to the RCC, and I don't think the RCC is knowledgeable and competent. Am I allowed to say no? I won't accept RCC Beit Din. I'll go to another Beit Din.
That's when it gets complicated, and I'm not an expert on Dionys. I'm not an expert on this stuff. This gets really...
Luckily, I am.
Oh, okay. This is where you want to consult a Rob with Dionys, which isn't many of these Rebbeim around here, but these are the kind of questions you want to ask them, because I'm not going to say the wrong thing here. No.
Neither am I. I'm very careful. Very careful. My every word is like a chosen diamond. Sometimes it's covered in fecal matter, but...
Okay, so that's the story. So when you said that homosexuality was suddenly a problem with Noach, that is false. Illicit or legal, what do you want to say?
Illicit sex.
No, immoral sex was one of the laws given to Adam. Adam was told that you can't have. This has got to be the challenge. They think he stepped out of bounds, but there's at least a foot. No, there's a foot. How come we thought he did? What was the problem?
Because we were seeing from a different camera angle.
Yeah, because we had
the camera was going this way, and so it looked like he was stepping out of bounds.
Yeah, there's a good foot there.
Because of the angle.
Yeah, because we fell for that. Maybe they're listening to the show. And they thought, oh, Lady and Rabs are watching the show. Oh.
They got 50-yard pass interference call, which is a bogus call. I mean, didn't look
that was garbage.
What about Tim Tebow? Do you think maybe Jesus is God? Because Tim Tebow, no NFL team has ever come back from 15 points down with less than 3 minutes to go. The Broncos, and win the game. The Broncos did that.
Yeah, and that knocked us right out of the pool yesterday.
So do you think that Tim Tebow maybe really does have a connection to God?
I think all people have a connection to God.
He's an exciting quarterback.
Okay.
You're not a Tim Tebow fan?
Not huge. Listen,
because he's an evangelical Christian.
No, because he's on the Denver, and I'm a Chargers fan. And yesterday we had Miami in the pool. Okay, whatever. All right. So there's nothing I like about a guy who beats me. What am I saying? Oh, so what you just said is false. You understand that, right? When you said that homosexuality and all these things became considered immoral sex in the time of Noach, that is incorrect because it was already considered immoral sex in the time of Adam. Let me finish. The Gemara even talks about, because one of the immoral sexes are what? There's 4 types. There's bestiality, ish, which is adultery, homosexuality, and incest. So the Gemara asks the question. This is a Gemara. If these laws were already in place in the time of Adam, why is it that the Torah is okay with the fact that Cain and Abel or whatever married their sisters?
Mm-hmm.
How could they marry their sisters, right? If these laws were already in place? And the Gemara has a whole sugya how they worked it out and everything and blah, 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 blah. But the point of the story is that the Gemara already had the question on it, because that tells you that it's a fact, according to Judaism, that the Noahide laws were given to Adam. The reason why it's called the Noahide laws is because Noach is the first person to have 7 laws. And we call them the 7 Noahide laws because he was the first person to have to follow all 7. Prior to the flood, there were the Adam 6 laws. the Adamide 6 laws, the 6 laws that were given to Adam.
How about those Jaguars? They're going to be 2-4 after this game.
Fine. Did you even listen to it? It was one year, not the other, and then next week you're going. Another week down the line.
I mean, it doesn't mean I accept it. I heard you.
because this is how Levi plays. This is how Levi's game goes. And it doesn't matter what it is. Levi doesn't learn Gomorrah. Levi doesn't learn anything else. Levi doesn't learn. He doesn't look up anything for himself. He follows the opinions of people that he trusts on the internet, such as Dennis Prager. And it doesn't matter how many books I have brought here showing that these people are wrong. At the end of the day, it's not going to convince him. Because it doesn't matter what's in the Torah. His God says something else.
No, it's not that. When you cite a source, I accept it as a valid source. I just don't necessarily accept it as the only source on the issue at hand, and I don't trust your judgment.
Oh, fuck you too.
Like, you really think that you're capable of marriage? A relationship, at least a marriage?
Yes, why not? I was engaged for 3 years.
So you think you could be married?
Absolutely.
You know, and civilly, without, beating each other up?
Yes. I've had several women. I have had countless offers from
In
women.
numerous positions?
Women have told me that they want to marry me. There are a lot of women who want to marry me, but there's always a catch.
They want to have kids?
They all want to have kids.
Or they want you to get a job?
No, they all want me to have kids, right? And or they want me to be the stepdad to their kid who's already alive, right? And then there's the ones who just aren't Jews. Right? And there's a lot of them. Right? Most of them. So I think that I could bring in enough women into this room that would fill the room. You wouldn't have any room to move. It would be like going into a Persian shul, and I could fill it with these kind of women who would tell you, lady, that they think I'm marriage material and they would be happy to marry me. I take great pleasure knowing how many women are into me.
Yeah.
That's a big deal for me.
No, and it should be. It is a big deal, and I appreciate that. And I was just wondering if you thought you could
those peanuts look good.
Live with a woman in the same house and relate to her every day, and
sure, why not?
Awesome.
Because I'm not going to pick a woman who thinks that Dennis Prager is God, right? So we're not going to have these disputes. And it's not going to be somebody who I can tell. I'm going to be interested in somebody who I can talk to, respects my opinion, and when they discover that I'm right and they accept what I'm saying is right. You are a thick-headed egomaniac. You cannot accept that anything I say is right. So when there's a disagreement between me and Dennis Prager, you're always going to side with Prager. And that's a huge problem. Because the things I say are pure Torah. And the things that Prager say are pure Narishkeit and heretical. But you don't care. So this is what I've been saying for a year and a half. This is not Torah talks with Rabs and Levi. This is Torah talks with Rabs and heretical talks with Levi. Go ahead.
Bring it. See what you can.
Adolfo sent an email. I just saw that. Hey, why was my name cited? Hey, what? How did I end up in here? Okay.
I'm amazed at how much one rabbi can influence a synagogue, because if he's got a powerful enough personality. Such as, who's the rabbi who wrote Rejoice, O You?
Wait a minute. Did that particular rabbi say that we get the Noachide laws forbidding homosexual, adulterous, and etc.? Did he actually say that?
Yeah, that's a quote.
Based on Noach? Or is...
Now we get... That's an exact quote, so...
Okay, see, this is the kind of stuff that...
That's what drives you crazy?
This guy has no credibility. He has no credibility. What does he do with the Gemara that asked the question? Okay, go ahead.
I'm amazed at how much one rabbi can influence a synagogue. Who wrote Rejoice, O You?
Rabbi Victor Miller.
Think of how many people he influenced. A powerful personality can shape a whole shul in his image. So this happens, for instance, at Young Israel Century City. Rabbi Elazar Muskin has created and formed and guided and led a synagogue very much in his image. It's efficient, it's on time, it's high achieving. It's like